In this attacking players playstyle video, I will show you all 14 playstyles on each forward position, second strikers, left wing and right wing forwards, and center forwards. Let's go! Starting with the second striker position, we have 5 compatible players playstyles. Deep line forward, dummy runner, creative playmaker, classic number 10, hole player. We are starting with the deep line forward. It's a forward player that is willing to fall back to receive the ball and help create plays. The compatible positions here are the center forward and second striker positions. As a deep line forward, I am using Messi, Lionel Messi big time version for our example, and what you can notice in the first seconds is that he is joining the attack but then dropping back. Dropping back helps him to create a little space for him to provide the players with assists or even score a goal by himself, as you can see it in this situation. So this is typical. They are joining the attack and then dropping back. Even when every other player is in the attacking mode, they are dropping back. So they will be even behind the other players. So let's say attacking midfields, forwards in general, they will always stay behind them after they join the attack. Do you like what you see? Then just wait for what's coming in the soon future. I will break down the whole eFootball game for you with many detailed tutorials. And not to miss this, make sure to subscribe to my channel, guys. And let's move on to the next topic. Dummy runner, a player who distracts the defense to create space for other players to exploit. The compatible positions are center forward, second striker, and attacking midfield. For my dummy runner example, on the second striker position, I am using Raul Gonzalez. And what you can notice is, of course, his crazy runs. So he's running in completely different angles than his teammates. Why? Because he is trying to create space for his teammates, but also for himself, because with these runs, he's creating some chaos in the opponent's defense. And this is something which is really effective if you're able to abuse and exploit it. A creative playmaker is a player who takes advantage of any opening in the defense to initiate attacks and assists in shots on the goal. The compatible positions here are the second striker, right wing forward, left wing forward, attacking midfield, right and left midfield positions. My creative playmaker to go is the Brazil version, Neymar Cito. And this guy is dropping back to receive passes, but he's doing this a little different than deep line forwards. Why? Because he's doing this also when he is in front of the ball holder, just to receive the ball from him and then initiate the attack to the front, whether it is with passes, through passes to your forwards, or going into one-on-one situations to overcome the opponent or to score goals even by himself. This depends on the situation. Classic number 10. An old-style static playmaker who makes uses of deft touches and passes rather than pace or movement. The compatible positions: second striker, attacking midfield, center midfield. Classic number 10, second striker, here you go, Alessandro Del Piero. So let's focus what he's doing. This guy, or classic number 10s in general, are dropping really deep, really back. Why? Because they want the ball at the back, really far away from the ball holder. This is the difference from deep line forwards. They are widening the space a lot between themselves and between the ball holder. And they don't need to be in front of them to drop back. They are even doing this when they are already behind the player. Hole player is a player who looks to make runs into the opposition goal area when the team is on the attack. Compatible positions: second striker, attacking midfield, right midfield, left midfield, and center midfield. Who else as a hole player on the second striker position then? For me, one of the best, but this is another topic. So, a hole player is so aggressive in his runs. If you are looking for possession play, to keep the ball, to look for close teammates, this is not your play style. But if you're trying to run behind the opponent's backline, if you need an aggressive player, this is the one to go, because you can see he's always active, always raising his arm to be present and to say, give me the ball, I am free. Even when you're really far away, he is doing these runs and raising his arms. moving over to the second part of the video, the right wing forward and left wing forward positions, we have 4 compatible players playstyles: creative playmaker, cross specialist, roaming flank, prolific winger. Creative playmakers on the wing? Okay, who can answer this question better than Ronaldinho Gaucho? What is the creative playmaker doing? When the ball holder is on the wing and the center is already covered, a creative playmaker will stay at the wing to receive the ball there, to be able to make a cross or cut inside, make a pass or score a goal. Depends on the player, depends on the situation. But if the center is free, he is trying to cut inside like a roaming flank, which we will talk about next. So these creative playmakers are a hybrid of various play styles. Cross specialist, a player who hugs the touchline, waiting for a chance to cross the ball in. Compatible positions: right wing, left wing forward, right midfield, left midfield. As my left wing forward cross specialist, I am using Felipe Kostic GP version, and this shows how rare this playstyle is. What are the main characteristics of this player's playstyle? They are hugging the touchline, as the definition is saying, and waiting to cross the ball inside. So they won't cut inside, they just stick to that position and wait for the ball no matter what is happening. But in general, these playstyle players are the best crosses in game. Roaming flanks are players who tend to cut inside from the wings to receive passes. The compatible positions here are the right wing and left wing forward, right midfield and left midfield. My roaming flank on the left wing forward is big time Rafael Leao, but you can project and reflect this to any other player with this play style. For me, roaming flanks are super effective. Why? Because they are able to play from the center and on the wing. So when the wings are already covered, they are running straight from the center. But if the center is covered, they are positioning themselves on the wing and then always try to cut inside to receive the ball or to score goals by themselves. And on top, they are trying to run behind the opponent's defensive line, just like whole players. A prolific winger is a player who positions himself on the wing to receive passes, occasionally cutting into the center when the opportunity arises. The compatible positions here are the right wing and left wing forward. What are the main characteristics of a prolific winger? This is something which I will show you now with the Showtime Vinicius Jr. So these wingers are, like their definition is saying, staying on the wings and then occasionally cutting inside. They are not doing this as often as roaming flanks. So they are always trying to run to the wing, and when there's no opportunity, they are again cutting inside. Roaming flanks are trying to cut inside to the center in any opportunity. So these wingers are made for you if you are used to play from the wings, but also sometimes want to switch to the center. We are coming to the last part of the video, the center forward, where we have 5 compatible positions: dummy runner, deep lying forward, goal poacher, target man, and fox in the box. The opening for our center forward is made by the dummy runner David Villa, and as previously shown, this player type, this player style is always trying to run in different angles to create space, whether it's for the others, for the teammates, or for himself. This is always making chaos in the opponent's defense. So how does this work in detail? He is always crossing the lanes. So if you're running to the right, he is running to the left. This is what he is doing very, very often to create the space. And you can see in this example, in this comparison, that without this run, the space in front of the ball holder would be full, covered, so he wouldn't have space. But with this, he is creating some space for himself and able to score. Ramadan Karim, guys. Karim Benzema big time version is our player to go for the center forward, deep lying forward position example. So first, he is trying to receive the ball at the front, but then when he is not receiving the ball from our ball holder, he is dropping back. And you can see that all of the attacking players are in front of him, even that he's the furthest forward in my game plan. So this doesn't make it matter. he will always drop back to receive the ball if he is not receiving the ball at the front. So this is how this playstyle works. Really versatile, really dynamic in my opinion, and can be super effective if you are used to these playstyle. A goal poacher is a, now look at this massive term, man, predatory striker who plays off the shoulders of the last defender, and the only compatible position is the center forward. Center forward, goal poacher. I'm just making this guy Kylian Mbappe big time version. And this playstyle, this goal poacher playstyle is so effective, one of the most effective playstyles for forward players. Why? Because especially in combination when they have really high pace, they can overcome every opponent's defense. With the ball holder running to the front, your goal poacher is always trying to run behind the opponent's back line while he is taking care of offside. You can see it here. He is just making a little view, a little look to the right side. So if there's no offside, this will be a goal. A target man is a player that positions himself in the front lines as a target man and protects the ball with his physique. The compatible position is again the center forward. A really special one. Jan Koller is our target man, and who could represent this better than him? So target men are looking to the teammates and looking away from the opponent's goal to receive the ball, to protect the ball with their height, with their physique, as the definition is saying, and on top they are making an auto shield. I am not using the shielding function, but he's doing this all by himself. Whether it is when he receives the ball or even without the ball, he's using that, and he's always watching for the opponent, where the opponent is staying, that he can position himself in front of him, receive the ball, and provide your forwards with an assist. Fox in the box, a player who lurks in the opposition 18-yard box just waiting for the ball. The only compatible position, center forward. My fox in the box player is Romario, probably the best center forward in game, but this is just my opinion. Clearly visible now again that he is lurking in the opponent's box, waiting for the ball, not dropping back no matter where I am on the pitch. In the gameplay, he is my furthest forward player, and this is also something which he is doing on the pitch, my furthest forward player. So he is in the box, always ready to receive the ball wherever you are with the ball holder. He is ready, he's waiting for the ball, he's often pointing with his arm, showing that, bro, I need the ball, give me the ball. And usually these players are really clinical. That were all attacking players playstyles. Make sure to hit the like button, and if you want to know and understand how the meta system works, check out this video. I made a full detailed breakdown. I will leave you with a nice and smooth Bam, Junge!